It's winter, and you can now get almost anything you need for the coldest months of the year delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a ski slope delivered, but you can get dish soap delivered. Sunshine, that's a no. But a bottle of wine, that's a yes. A snow angel, sorry, no. But angel hair pasta, Uber Eats can definitely get you that. Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol and select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details.
Auto insurance can all seem the same until it comes time to use it. So don't get stuck paying more for less coverage. Switch to USAA Auto Insurance and you could start saving money in no time. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
All right, everyone, welcome to the Three Rails Metro Hockey Podcast, which is a no credentials required podcast. We are a part of the Belly Up Sports Media Network. My name's Ryan McCarthy. I'm one of the hosts of the show. We'll bring in our other co-hosts in just a brief moment, but before that, just want to remind you, please follow us on our social media channels, which are on as follows on Facebook.com/NoCredsREQ, Twitter, Instagram, scarcely use TikTok @NoCredsREQ, YouTube.com/@NoCredsREQ. On the podcast side, subscribe to the podcast on your preferred platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Amazon Music, iHeart, TuneIn, and Pandora. And don't forget to get notified on Twitter and on YouTube. That way you know when new episodes of the Three Rails Metro Hockey Podcast go up, or when the OG show goes live on Tuesdays and on Saturdays. Tuesdays at 7:05 Eastern, 7:05 p.m. Eastern, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Oh, FYI, we will have Thanksgiving show 10 a.m. next Thursday morning, the 28th of November. So watch out for the trailer very, very soon on the social media side. On the podcast side, please rate, review, or leave a comment. Rate. A 5-star rating would be helpful. A review would be helpful if you're on a platform where you can review. Also on Spotify, if you're subscribed, leave a comment. We'll read your comment. Also on the YouTube side, leave a comment. We'll gladly read them, no matter how positive or negative that they are. All right, so join me now will be the next two opponents for Jake Paul. We have Brian Germanaro and Staniel Smooth. Gentlemen.
I love how I am the usual punching bag in this certain occasion, and I've been resulted to being the next opponent for Jake Paul in a hopefully rigged fight.
I could beat Jake Paul.
Million. I'm sure. Pretty.
I'll clip
all
that.
three of us can beat Jake Paul. Let's be honest here.
If it's a BJJ if it's grappling or if it's a Krav Maga fight, yes, I can take him.
Are we like an actual? Or what about a professional wrestling match? Because in that case, I might have him.
Well, that's Logan. That's Logan's area.
Oh, but still, if it was a handicap match, 2-on-1 handicap match, I got it. No DQ, kendo sticks,
street fight.
Yeah, street fight. I was thinking street fight.
No. The only way it must be. There's the only one way it must be. It must be solved. Hell in a cell.
Ooh. Well, I'll get people watching.
Yeah. Ah, yes, the creator of the Hell in a Cell match, The Undertaker.
Had to break it out.
Yes, good man. Good man. Also, when Kane made his debut in the first ever Hell in a Cell match.
That's true, he did.
Back in 92, I believe.
Yeah, I believe also close to 32, 33 years ago, Kane, The Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan in Survivor Series for the title.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. Survivor Series is coming up.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic.
That was what 2 weeks from yesterday? What 2 weeks from? 2 weeks from
Yeah.
Saturday. 2 weeks from Saturday.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to transition out of wrestling, and we're going to talk about our 3 favorite hockey teams. First, let's go to the island.
Prepared, but that's okay because I'm usually ill prepared in this certain occasion, and Ryan's ill prepared of all things.
I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit
Buttons.
I meant to switch you over to the main view, but I hit remove instead. My bad.
Oh, that's all right. So the Islanders had a 5 straight, what was it, like 5 straight games where they had points, starting with a shootout win against Pittsburgh, dismantling of the Ottawa. Say what you want, they beat Ottawa 4-2. They lost to your Devils 4-3. Lost in Edmonton 4-3 via just, oh boy. And then a dismantling of the Canucks, might I add, 5-2. They had a 4-1 lead, and then proceed to win the game 5-2. That was their best complete game of the entire season so far, the Islanders. And of course, in typical Isles Twitter fashion, the sky is falling once again as they lose their 5 game point streak ends in Seattle via last second goal to the Kraken. And unfortunate news, Isles defenseman Mike Riley, who was on short-term injury reserve after receiving a nasty hit in Ottawa, which led him in concussion protocol. He's scheduled to have heart surgery within the next few days, maybe in a week or two. So
explain that.
Yeah.
So I don't know the details of what happened. Lou is usually really he's very quiet when it comes to the medical details and stuff like that. You would know.
Can
Ryan.
confirm.
Yeah, you would know. But when I saw a friend of time to be a Stefan Rosner, tweeted out that Mike Riley is scheduled to have heart surgery. He's expected to make a full recovery, but most likely going to be out for the season.
Yeah.
So that's most likely. You can't risk it after heart surgery.
Oh no.
In other news, Matt Barzal and Anthony Duclair are scheduled to skate within the next couple weeks, so that's good. And Isaiah George is pretty much going to be elevated to the full-time starting 6 for the defenseman. He's going to be paired with Noah Dobson for going forward. Because I don't know if you've seen this kid skate at all.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I saw him
God.
in Bridgeport. I saw him in Bridgeport live. It's incredible.
Oh my God. You know what? I've said this before, and I will say it again. He looks like prime Nick Leddy. The way he skates. It's weird, and he's shorter than him, and he's only 20. He's only gonna get better. And since George has been called up, the defense has played better, the offense has played better, and then for the love of mankind, keep Pajot on the top line, please. Because your 4 centermen are going to be Horvat, Nelson, in all likelihood, Cizikas, and McLean. Pajot was your third line center, but he couldn't do anything on the third line offensively. Since being moved up to the top line, he's been effective. He's been really effective along with Lee and Horvat. And when Barzal eventually returns, I would expect Lee to get bumped down to line 2 or line 3, depending on who you ask. But Lee's played great, and typical Isles Twitter fashion, as I said before, this sky is falling. So the schedule going forward for the Islanders, they're in Calgary tomorrow, then they're in Detroit on Thursday, then they're back home for 3 straight home games against St. Louis, Detroit, and Boston. They also have 18 points on the season, which is, we can all agree here, the Metro is a consistent dogfight. Right? We can all agree here?
Yep.
Oh yeah, without question.
Can confirm.
And then they close out the month of November in Washington and then against Buffalo. So, winnable games, very winnable games. St. Louis is not particularly great. Question, what happened to Jordan Bennington? Because he stinks all of a sudden.
A lot of
I saw him
fans
in
are.
Great Talk.
Yeah, a lot of fans have been wondering that since 2019. Fun fact: when I interned at the when I did a summer internship at a at the local ESPN station, my first assignment was covering Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final in 2017 when the Blues.
Really?
Yeah,
Rookie
I had to cut clips. I had to cut audio clips for the next for the next day for the shows. So
hey, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
But the Islanders are not a bad team. They're not a terrible team. They're like dead smack in the middle, and same rules apply. We'll wait till January before we can panic and throw stuff out the window and, furiously hold on to our cats out of fear and anguish and disgust. I have lotion, and not for the reason you're thinking of.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Please, mister, let me out! Put the lotion in the fucking basket!
No, I have a bit of a skin condition, so I got screamed at by my lovely fiance to soak
Keep
my
lotion
hands.
by you at all times.
Soak my hands with lotion.
Should I play it again?
Yes.
No.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Please, mister, let me out! Put the lotion in the fucking basket!
I can see Dan in Miss Polly Prissy pants right there.
No, I just picture myself with Towley.
Please let me go.
I'm either going to hang out with Towley or
I
Carmen.
want to hang out with Tally.
There
so
we
bad.
go. That's so. Actually, no, let's save that for after the Devil segment. Which South Park characters would you like to hang out with most? We're calling an audible right now.
Yes. Yes. Let's go.
All right, but
Think about it.
we'll think about it. Oh boy, I've had a very interesting weekend, boys.
This will get more interesting.
I also can confirm, only drink Jack and Gin when down the hill at home.
What happened?
Oh no!
I got that at a bar recently, and that was expensive.
I was gonna say.
I can imagine.
Did it make it strong too?
No, so story time before we head to the Rangers. I confused the bartender, and the bartender was like, "You want me to do what?" she's like,
that seems like a typical reaction to that.
It's hysterical. It's hysterical because I told her, I was like, "Yeah, I'm looking, 2 shots of gin and 3 shots of Jack Honey," and she's like, "So you want like 5 glasses of individual shots?" And I'm like, "No, in the glass, mixed it." And the bartender was like, "Quote, are you okay?" I'm like, just.
It's not good. Like, bartender asks if you're okay.
No,
are you well?
The bartender was
You cry for help.
Yeah.
And then,
Sir, I know the election has has given people feelings,
boy.
but this is really concerning.
Alcohol.
the bartender was like, "Is your wife pissing you off that much?" Like, no, it's just. No, but it was expensive drink. Don't only drink it at home when you have a bottle of gin and a bottle of Jack, because otherwise it will cost you a whopping $50.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah, for one drink.
all right, but what brand of gin?
Oh, that's a good question.
Fuck, I don't remember. It was, I had Jack. Jack Honey was the most expensive out of all of it, which was like
No, I meant the one you drink at home.
Bobby's? I think it was Bobby's dry gin.
Bobby,
God,
you drinking
Well,
that gin again?
Damn it, Bobby. These
Boy,
are medium. These are medium rare. Good for
propane
firm with very little give.
I sell propane and propane accessories. I'm watching that. I've been watching that again, just to binge until they reboot the series next year.
Can we how would Hank Hill sound in today's hip language?
Exactly the same.
Yeah. It's
That-
not changing.
Nah, hot dang.
this-
I'm about to rhythm with the tism, you know what I'm saying?
This beer is lit. I'll tell you what.
Why don't you hawk tool and spit on that thing?
Come on, Peg. Come on,
We have
peg a
to-
leg. Hawk Tua on that thing.
I would love for Hank Hill to say Hawk Tua.
Oh my
I'm sure Mike
God.
Judge would oblige.
I'm sure he would.
Is he on Cameo? Can we pay him to say that?
I'm sure he would. Hold on,
Let's do some real-time research.
I gotta find it. I gotta find the video. Give me a second. It was a reel of some shit where it was Hank Hill, like some dude was impersonating Hank Hill. Oh, I found it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're so skibbity. I'm about to be bussin'. I tell you what.
Wow.
That's something.
So Mike Judge is not on Cameo.
Damn it.
Come on. He's got to get on Cameo. How do we get him on Cameo?
The closest Mike is Mike Janella, who's a sports reporter for the New York Mets.
Can we get
He won't get the same.
Seth MacFarlane as Quagmire?
Ooh, oh, that's a good one.
Is that possible? Real-time research. We got 45 minutes. We can do
No,
this.
but we can get George Lowe, the voice actor for Space Ghost and Robot Chicken,
What's
and
Space-
Aquadina,
Okay.
and basically anything
Did
from
you just
Adult
ask
Swim.
what Robot Chicken is?
No,
I know what Robot Chicken
No,
is.
Brian. Did you ask?
No,
what
no, I
Robot...
asked- I know what Robot Chicken is. Jeez.
About to say, like, I'm old. I'm not that old. Come on.
I watched
Jesus.
Adult Swim before both of you were probably in diapers. Good lord. So what's coming up with the Islanders? You mentioned what's coming up with the Islanders. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I was excited. I was very excited about the win in Vancouver. Vancouver's a good team, and
they are a good team.
the Canucks are a really good team, and the Canucks they held the Canucks to 5 shots at one point in the second period.
Did they cost $50 like the drink you bought at the bar?
No, that was oh my god, Jesus.
That's a good one.
Listen, when I had the bill, when I received the bill, I opened my eyes, I turned to my best man, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, how much did that cost you? Like $50 for one fucking drink. Shit me?
I mean,
He's
if it makes you feel better, we used to play a game in college on Saturday morning called "Who's Gonna Check Their Bank Account First" to see how much we spent last night at the bar.
oh Jesus Christ, that's a terrible game to play.
It's horrible. We would just sit there
It's a
till like 2 in the
horrible game to
afternoon,
play.
and one of us would just say "F it" and check it.
There's this town here on Long Island called Patchogue, which is a very well-known party town here on the South Shore of Long Island. And there's some dipshits who will go out and drink until 3 o'clock in the morning. From 10 o'clock at night until 3 o'clock in the morning. And one of them, being my coworker, decided, hey, I'm going to blow a $500 bar tab in one bar, and then go to the next bar, and then blow a $300 bar tab. I'm like, dude, you need to stop. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
it was bad. It was bad.
bad.
He was very well motivated.
Yeah, motivated. That's a way to describe that.
Go broke?
Yeah, really.
Oh, he's.
Have fun trying though.
I had this talk with him. Like, dude, you need to stop, and for good reason. He's like, why? I like to drink. It's like, drink at home.
Yeah. You can buy several bottles of very good stuff for $800.
Well, let's also be real here. If you're buying whiskey just because it's expensive, you're a dipshit. Let's just be real here. There's some really good cheap whiskey. Like Glen Silver is just really good bourbon. That bottle is also $15.
I will say this though, for a good, if you want to spend $75 for a bottle of whiskey, Nika Coffee Grain. The Japanese make some really good whiskey.
They really do. The Japanese, I don't know what they do.
Expect that.
I don't know what. You'd be surprised. The Japanese make really good whiskey.
Wow.
And someone told me, what the hell was it? Was it South Africa or Brazil makes really good whiskey? I don't remember, but you'd be surprised. Like in certain countries that they go crazy with their alcohol. It's fantastic.
Might need to try these out because when I drink whiskey, it's a local brand from Norwalk for me. That's what I do. Blaze. Shout out Blaze. It's great.
You know what's a really good drinking movie? The entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yes, it is 100%. We did it in a day.
The extended edition.
Oh,
Oh, we didn't do that. Where was on HBO Max? We did it in a day.
Return of the-
It's so much fun.
The Return of the King is almost 5 hours.
How drunk can you get in 5 hours
Very.
while watching that movie?
Pretty drunk, probably.
Exactly.
Very.
So,
Drink responsibly, folks.
do you guys want to play a game?
Yes.
Jigsaw?
No.
Brian seems like the kind of person that we need to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Specifically during the Elaine Vigneault years.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
So thank God I couldn't drink during I wasn't legally allowed to drink during those years.
That's
Was it
actually a
David-
great transition. Let's go to the city.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, Brian.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
How's the week in Rangerland?
Tequila.
It was up and down. It had its ups and downs because we started off the week with a loss to the Winnipeg Jets, 6-3, which can't. It's not expected because the Jets are the best team in the league without question, but it is bringing up a trend, which I don't want to get panicked because it's November. A lot can change, but I did the research this morning. The Rangers' record against non-playoff teams right now is 10-1-1. When they play teams that are in the playoffs, they're 1-3. I know that's a small sample size, but it's a little alarming. And also why we have such a weak schedule to start the season.
I was going to say, so are the Rangers, dare I say, frauds?
It's a possibility.
You know who else is a
It's a
fraud?
possibility.
You know what else is a fraud? The Kansas City Chiefs.
They definitely.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the Rangers are
Been
frauds.
saying that.
Yeah. Anyone that's
An
watched
illusion.
the East would know they were frauds. They
anyway,
got lucky
yeah.
a lot.
Anyway, yes, the Rangers are kind of frauds, but that's what happens when Peter Laviolette is your head coach.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. They've been playing like frauds because you see it night in, night out. Like this is a team that is constantly being saved by high-end talent, not even high-end talent, just really good goaltending. Like Jonathan Quick has somehow gone back to his 2012 self and has stopped. Has got back-to-back shutouts. That's how you have.
We don't bring up 2012 on this podcast,
It's like
Fine,
one
we'll
big-
say
except for one
24
play, except for one play and one game.
it's like one big giant cock tease. Cue it.
Hang on,
Cue it.
there it is.
I missed that last night. I felt lost without the horse.
You wait. You felt lost without the cock tease?
Without hearing that whistle.
That's the episode. That's a show episode title. Brian gets cucked.
Oh, shit. Sounds like Jonathan was giving you a quick tug, you know what I'm saying? We have too much fun here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, we do.
Oh, so that's what the lotion was for.
Yeah, there we go.
I
See,
have lotion.
There. I
Then
knew the
you
extra
try
was a lie.
skin too. Hey, Old Spice, if you're out there,
Sponsor.
welcome to the sponsor.
Sponsor time to BS,
Sponsor
please.
time to BA.
Please sponsor time to BS. That would be a dream.
Yes. Or this program, or this podcast.
This program, I
our
think,
podcast is
would fit
tremendous.
Can I?
They get advertised every 20 seconds.
Speaking of, it just reminded me of a fun story. So you know those like Twitter bots and those like OnlyFans Twitter bots. You
Yes.
see on
Oh yeah,
every
on
now and then?
Instagram, yeah, all
I
those
commented-
thirsty hoes.
I commented with the podcast Twitter account on one of them. I say, and one of them was like, "You think you can handle me?" I said, "No, but because I can't match the power pat taste of Sunny D."
Wow. Oh boy.
Sunny D and Old Spice sponsor us, please.
We're gonna-
Look, I was basically not so much. I wasn't so much begging Pop Tarts to sponsor No Commercials Required, based on the discussion we had on Saturday about which was the better breakfast food, Pop Tarts or toaster strudels. Everybody knows it's Pop-Tarts.
It's
Do they even
Pop-Tarts.
do they even make toaster strudels anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I tried to tag toaster strudels, and the last tweet was from 2020.
Yeah, COVID might have killed them.
COVID killed.
COVID killed toaster strudels.
No, it wasn't.
Strudels.
It wasn't toaster strudels. It wasn't COVID that killed toaster strudels. It was OnlyFans. That wasn't the button you were supposed to use.
I used it anyway because somebody died. Okay.
No, you were supposed to use. It was OnlyFans. It was the Old Spice.
Like,
Damn it, Ryan!
too late now.
You failed.
Moment passed.
I was mourning toaster
Inconceivable.
strudels. Anyway, Rangers. Let's go. Keep on going with the
We're
Rangers.
back. All right. Well, so we
Get
have
back
the
on track. Let's go off the rails.
try to get back on the rail
We
here.
gotta go on the 3 rails. You know what I'm saying?
We're off the
Hey.
rails.
Yes.
Had to
But
make
yeah,
it up.
Hell yeah.
yeah, no, the Rangers not playing great against playoff teams. Hopefully that will change once some of these guys like Mika Zibanejad, Victor Trocheck, Keandre Miller start playing up to their potential. So I wouldn't be too concerned if you're a Rangers fan about the record disparity, but I would definitely keep an eye on it. What you should be concerned about if you're a Rangers fan is the fact that Philip Hedl is going to be missing some time. Now, he left the game against, I believe he left the Jets game with an upper body injury. It's not been revealed what that is yet, but many are saying it could be another concussion, which, if you remember last year, he missed but felt like the entire season with concussion. It was so bad that many thought he was never going to play hockey again. So let alone that he came back to the ice was a miracle. So the conversation about his injury is kind of turning from like what's best for the Rangers from what's best for him as a person. Like, can he keep getting hurt like that? Kind of similar to what's going on in Miami with Tua. But, if you're the Rangers, Hedl is part of the best line of, Willie Collier, Hedl, and Capo Caco. That's been the best line all season. You have to figure out a way to, replicate that. And I don't think Jake Lecision from Hartford is the guy to do that. But that's who's filling the spot right now. But it's got to be someone else you can call up.
I'm kind of curious to see what the Rangers do for that what they do in that regard, because I was looking at another Twitter account from a podcast that used to be with Belly Up Sports, but decided to go elsewhere. They had a poll on their Twitter account of who would be dealt first, and one of the choices was Keandre Miller. What's going on with him?
He's just struggling and regressing. Like, he was the other night against the, I believe it was the Jets. He had a -4 playing with a pairing with Jacob Trouba. It's just not seemed like he's working out. And everywhere he goes, he's just a turnover machine. So I'm not sure what exactly could fix it, but it might be time just to move on while he still has some value and try to get a more disciplined defenseman than try to, develop Miller on the fly and try to fix his problems on the fly when you're trying, to win a Stanley Cup this season when it's kind of your last ride with this group.
Window's starting to close.
The window's closing, yeah. Especially with the cap crunch coming up. I know it's, the cap's going to rise, but the Rangers are still going to be under heavy cap pressure once Lafreniere and Shesterkin sign. Well, it's Shesterkin signs.
Wait a second. I was going to say, hold up.
No.
Hold up.
I've been so used to saying both of them.
You're very optimistic that they could extend Shesterkin by Christmas. I mean, if you're looking at him staying in New York, what do you think is I'm not sure what you say. What would be the most optimistic of him signing in terms of when, like the time frame, or the least optimistic? Would you say by if he re-ups by Christmas, would that be your most optimistic outpoint? Outlook?
I think Christmas would be the most optimistic, and most like pessimistic as he hits free agency.
Okay. Now is Miller, is he still on his rookie deal?
Yeah, I believe so. I know he's got a contract coming up. I believe this season. I believe he's one that people are looking at to be a potential contract extension. Let's just contract. Yeah, so he signed a 2-year deal, which ends at the end of this season when he'll be 25 years old. So he could be just a guy they move on because he's a cap casualty.
Well, the thing is, he's an RFA, so you could get a draft pick back if he signs with another team. Because that's what happened with the Oilers when they lost who was it? He's the guy
to the Blues, right? They lost him to the Blues this offseason.
Yeah,
I actually wrote about that. Hang on.
Yeah, I know. Because he just had to go to the hospital a couple weeks ago because he got hit in the neck with a puck and he wound up being taken off on a stretcher.
Philip Boborg and Dylan Holloway.
Dylan Holloway. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Dylan Holloway, because he elected to go to free agency, and basically the Oilers said, "Okay, we don't have a choice," and he wound up getting swept under and taken by the Blues. So someone with the Blues because they couldn't afford to keep him. So,
which is aggressive move by the Blues there. Like if you have the opening, you see the guy, go get him. I don't understand. Like RFAs are not used like at all in the league. I never understood that. Like I get like it's a big big commitment with the draft picks and stuff, and you could like piss off the franchise. But if you think that this player, let's just use Holloway as the example. If you think he's the real difference maker, give up the second and third round pick, treat it as a trade, and get this proven product rather than hoping the second and third round pick is Dylan Holloway. It's the Family Guy thing. We've had the mystery box of the boat.
Well, Lotion could be anything. It could be the boat. It could be a boat.
Could be a boat.
I have Ryan, do you have breaking news sound? I have potential breaking news for you.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right, here we go.
All right, hang on. Let me throw the banner and let's go do some breaking news.
So it's not as much a breaking news as much as a report, but the Boston Bruins are potentially looking to make a coaching change with Jim Montgomery.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, what's the story? Morning Glory.
Reports are coming out, particularly from the Boston Globe, that has Bruins coach Jim Montgomery already checked out. There are reports that the Bruins could make a midseason coaching change already. This is also 2 years ago.
Wow.
The Bruins had the most wins and the most points.
Yeah.
In NHL history in his first season. First of all, he's not even the problem with Boston. How is Don Sweeney still the GM of the Bruins? I have no idea.
Just success on the ice.
Doesn't matter. It's Montgomery has proven to be a very good coach back with Dallas and now with Boston. If Boston decides to fire Montgomery, I don't know what they're going to do because the entire Atlantic has gotten better. It's gotten way better.
Yeah.
You're seeing teams like Detroit that are going to get a lot better in the next few months, hell, even the next couple of years. Buffalo, maybe, depending on who you ask. We already know the Panthers went to the last 2 Cup finals. Toronto's still there. Tampa Bay's still there. So I don't know what this solves, but you might be looking at potential rebuild or blow up incoming in Boston.
Yeah, the core of their forwards group is getting older. We saw.
Yeah.
I mean, Marchand's still there. Pasternak is still there. Krejci retired at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Krejci and who else was it?
Bergeron retired.
Bergeron retired after 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So that group is starting to get older. I thought that Swayman contract was way too much.
The problem that Allmark strong-armed him. The agents of Linus Allmark strong-armed the Bruins to trade him to Ottawa.
Yeah.
And then the Senators were like, we'll take him, and gave him a massive contract. in return. And then Swayman, what has Jeremy Swayman proved to be given $8 million a year? He hasn't proven squat.
No, he has had a couple of good seasons. Came in. He's a rookie. He was a rookie a couple years. He's a rookie a couple years ago.
He's a backup goaltender
at best. Yeah,
he's a backup.
Yeah,
so if I'm Bruins ownership, and they're never going to do this, they need to fire Sweeney now. Like now. Like Montgomery, I don't think Montgomery is problem number one. That's been Sweeney for years.
Right. But if you fire Sweeney, like, do you feel that he could go, like, the coach go as, like, casualty? Because, like, you bring a new GM in with already established coach.
If you fire Sweeney, you're going to have to fire Montgomery. And
yeah.
It's going to be
and this is the retread damage. And this is the retread league, as we all know. So they're going to bring back somebody. I bet you they're big out. Like, they're either going to promote somebody from Providence to be the head coach, or they're going to bring in somebody like Gerard Gallant.
Ken Holland.
Oh my! If Boston brings in Gerard Gallant, that's going to be
Ken Holland. You know, it'll be really funny.
Ken Holland, Gerard Gallant,
like
Ken Holland and Claude Julien. They bring back Julien. Or
they'll do it.
Who was the Canadiens head coach before Claude Julien? Who was it?
Jacques Martin? No, not Jacques Martin.
Carey Price had his MVP season with him.
No, that was Claude Julien.
No, 2014. Google.
On it.
What do we got?
2014, right?
Michel Therrien.
Yep, Michel Therrien.
Can you be? How hysterical would that be if they bring in Ken Holland and Michel Therrien? That'd be hysterical.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Hilarious. Or Mike Babcock.
I just said Mike Babcock. I'm like,
you did? I
did.
I
just put your phones away, kids. If you're in you're in Boston.
I need more lotion.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Please, mister, let me out! Put the lotion in the fucking basket.
This is honey and shea butter, okay? Don't kink shame me.
No judgment here.
No, this is delightful. You should try this on that dome of yours.
Wow.
No, that's a compliment.
Listen, the razor that goes in his head and the shaving cream that goes in his head is Jeremy's razors.
Hey.
Yeah. And the beard shampoo.
Free plugs.
As well. Jeremy's razors. Plugs. Come on down, Jeremy's razors. We've got an open spot for you.
Come on.
Come on down.
Yeah, so that's breaking news courtesy of Staniel Smooth, brought to you by Lotion.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Please, mister, let me out! Put the lotion in the fucking basket.
It's a good thing that Matt Stone and Trey Parker are okay with people using South Park for their shows.
That's great.
Their clips.
They're the best.
They are? Oh, man. This is going to be so much room for activities.
Listen.
I have so many ideas now.
Listen, I did do a movie. I may have to show it to you guys after the show, but I did a movie in college where I used the sports training montage music from Team America World Police in the video. And it did not get a copyright strike.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Devils, and we'll talk about some evergreen NHL topics. So please stay tuned to the Three Rails Metro podcast on No Credentials Required. Stand by. Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, we can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely folks at SeatGeek is a affiliate sponsor of this Lovely program. True story. I went to a hockey game yesterday. The Adirondack Thunder were playing at the Cool Insuring Arena in Glens Falls, New York. Got invited by my co-host Dustin, who was invited by his friend. He wanted me to. He said, "You want to tag along? Go right ahead." And Dustin sent a picture of the tickets that his friend was going to get for us on SeatGeek. And I said, "These look pretty good." And I said, "Make sure you use the promo code BillyFSports at checkout to save himself $20. Guess what happened? He saved himself $20 by using that promo code at SeatGeek.com. And again, they use that pricing tool where you can look for the best prices for the best seats. It's not just hockey games, folks. It's also NFL season still. If you're unlike me, and if you're not like me and you still love football, you go to a football game using SeatGeek.com. You can also go to basketball games, but who likes to go to them? But it's not just sporting events.
I do.
Yeah. What? Basketball games?
Basketball. Hoops.
Which one? Which college basketball or NBA?
NBA.
Whatever. But it's not just basketball. All sporting events, folks.
Well, you suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
the NBA sucks, okay? But it's not just.
Well, you're not fan of the
sporting
NBA Cup?
You mean the NBA tumbler, sippy tumbler?
You mean the LeBron Cup?
Exactly.
Ugh, that's why I don't go. But it's not just sporting events,
Anyway,
folks. You can look. You can go to look. You got not only sporting events. You also got Broadway plays, comedy shows, concerts. I know Shane Gillis is coming to MVP Arena in
I saw
April.
That. I might have gone back up.
And Gabriel Iglesias is also coming to MVP Arena in March too. So I'm gonna look at SeatGeek to get my tickets, hopefully for either or event or both events, and I'll use that promo code BillyUpSports at checkout and save myself some cash, $20 off your order of $50 or more. SeatGeek.com. Use promo code BillyUpSports at checkout. All right, it's time to get some Garden State vibes. All right, so let's talk about the New Jersey Devils the week that was. And first, we got to address the 1-0 loss that as we were recording last week to the San Jose GD Sharks. The worst team in the league, one of the worst teams in the league. Devils lose 1-0. 1-0. And guarded this reaction from one Frank the Tank Fleming on Twitter after that loss. Oh, I'm going to play it.
This is the same Devil team as last year. Flat against bad teams, losing back-to-back games. Here we go. You're going to get swept in Florida. This is it. They watch them go down the standing. Ding, 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 ding. By the time December arrives, they're going to be in last place. They don't care. There's no heart, no energy, nothing.
Over under, how many weeks of therapy do you think he goes through per year?
Him?
What? Yes. How many days of the week do you think he spends in therapy? Just for being a sports fan.
4.
Well, let's see. He's a Devils fan,
a Mets
Knicks, fan. Dolphins, and Mets. So I guarantee you he goes at least twice a week.
I guarantee you that man is either on something or he's just beyond nuts. He drives me insane.
He's always open to. I know he's usually open to interviews, so I'm gonna have to see if we can get him on 3 Rails to talk to him. So I know he was up here. He and Coach Doug's were actually up here in Glens Falls in 2021 at an Adirondack Thunder game.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that video. Yeah.
And I think it was either him or Coach Doug shot the.
It was him. He did it. Yeah, he did it.
Shot the puck into the open slot at the sponsors at the for God, what was it? It was some sort of gift certificate. And anyway, yeah, let's see what we can get him on 3 Rails. Just
real time, by the way. Alex Ovechkin is now 27 goals behind Wayne Gretzky.
Hey, good for
him. He is 28 away from breaking it, and the Bruins are down 5-1 in Columbus.
Columbus?
In Columbus.
No.
Oh man, that's definitely a nail in the coffin if you're Jim.
Oh my God. Hold on. 5-1 final. No, I lied. It's in Boston. Oh boy.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, yeah.
You might get publicly executed right outside TD Gardens.
To the harbor.
You dumpy like tea.
Like,
This
going back
is,
to
this is
76
the
real
this is
quick.
the reaction of every Bruins fan losing from seeing the Bruins lose at home to the Columbus Blue Jackets.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
What
So
you have
anyway-
done has made God very unhappy.
So Frank the Tank predicts
Oh
they get the Devils get swept in Florida. Well, guess what happens in Florida? On Tuesday, they beat the Panthers 4-1. It's like, ooh, okay, intriguing.
Frank is
nice.
like the definition of overreaction Monday.
Yes, for sure. He is
Frank-
the human
Frank Thompson
embodiment
says the
of
Mets are gonna
overreaction
go
Monday.
0-162 every single year.
Oh, sure.
Confidently
I
says
hate him
it.
so much.
As a Mets fan, I hate him, but like as a Ranger fan watching you Devils, I like it. I can
As
see
a
with the
sports
entertainment.
fan, he annoys me.
Well, I guess we're not gonna. I guess you're not invited to Three Rails.
No, I
Metro
would love to.
Hockey,
I would
Frank.
love to bullshit with him. I would love him on BS sessions. Not gonna lie.
All right.
I was
We'll
like,
see what,
Frank, like,
you know what? I'll
Frank
see
has
what I
such
can
a
do. You know what? I'll
knowledge
see what
of
I can
history,
do.
it's sports history. It's crazy. He'd be a great guy to
Oh,
sit down.
he's unbelievable in that
Yeah.
stuff. But
Oh, he's.
all right,
I'm sure. Yeah.
getting back on track. So Devils win Tuesday night 4-1 in Florida. I'm thinking nice. Ooh, it's a nice bounce back game. But then they not only repeat the same performance on Thursday. It's a 6-2 win and a Brat trick for Jesper Bratt. 6-2. And I gotta say, on Tuesday night, in the ESPN game, I love it when Bob Wischusen is on the call.
He's great.
Love Bob Wischusen.
He's great. You know what would be a fantastic play-by-play guy? Joe Tessador.
For NHL?
For hockey, yes.
I remember him basically. He had me hooked a couple years ago when Alabama played Notre Dame in the college football semifinal.
We don't need to bring that up.
Oh well, let me bring it up anyway.
Are you
Look,
a Bama
you brought up
fan?
2012. I
I'm
can
a
bring up
Notre
Notre
Dame
Dame. All right.
Oh, God help you.
I remember that Notre Dame was a big underdog in that game,
Yeah.
and he made the call that basically gave Notre Dame the backdoor cover.
Brian,
Yeah.
a Brian Kelly special.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm so
But yes,
happy he's
Joe-
losing in
yes.
LSU right now.
Albany, New York's own Joe Tessitore, now
By
with
the way,
WWE and ESPN. Yes.
One of the
originally-
great Monday Night Football games ever between the Rams and Chiefs was on the call.
Yeah. He's low key good.
He's
Low-key good.
fantastic. I don't know
Yeah.
why people hate him.
I don't know why people hate him either. So Devils take 2 in Florida in Sunrise against the defending Stanley Cup champion, who prior to last Tuesday night were on a 7-game heater. And they beat them in their own building not once but twice by the combined score of 10-3.
Nah. Chili.
Yeah. And then they go
That's
into
an
Tampa.
outdated reference for those who get it.
Then they go to Tampa and they get skunked by Tampa Bay Lightning 4-0. It was close. It was actually a close game for the first 2 periods. It was 1-0 at the end of the first and second periods. But I don't know, just because the Devils were tired from playing their hearts out against the Panthers, or the fact that the Lightning own the Devils right now. The first game they played was an 8-4 win in New Jersey a few weeks prior. So, and we talked about my concerns about the defense. Then they've seemed to clean up their issues, but unfortunately not that night, allowing 3 goals in the third period. Had some movement around. Some moving around today, actually over the last couple days. They sent a couple of guys down, Justin Dowling and Nick DeSimone. They sent them back to Utica, but they recalled them today. So a lot of miles logged for both those guys as the Devils place Nathan Bastian on long-term IR, retroactive to November 1st. So he's going to be out a while. And they place Curtis Lazar on IR, retroactive to October 27th. And they recalled DeSimone and Dowling, in addition to Shane Bowers and Nolan Foote, son of one Adam Foote, back to New Jersey to give them some depth at forward, with both Bastian being out long term, and Lazar being on IR for quite some time. So good week for the Devils. Not a pretty good start. Not a pretty, I wouldn't say terrible ending, but it could have been. They could have played better against the Lightning. But this week they got this week coming up. I believe they come back home this week, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check the schedule real quick. And yes, they have. Wow, they have quite the light. They only have 2 games this week. Thursday against the Carolina Hurricanes, who are currently in a dogfight for first place in the division. Then on Saturday they have the absolutely red hot Washington Capitals, who just don't die.
Where do they come from?
They don't die. Crazy. Like I have a friend who is from Pennsylvania. He talked about the Hershey Bears and Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins because he's a Penguins fan. He's a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, but ipso facto, he's also a Wilkes-Barre Scranton fan. But he also grew up going to Hershey Bears games.
Oh, those are great.
I've never been to a Hershey Bears game. I've been to Hershey Arena. Went to Hershey Arena when I was a teenager, but I've never been to a Hershey Bears game. And he says he says the only reason why I have a love-hate relationship with the Bears, so I used to go to their games, but they're Washington Capitals affiliate. And they always seem to reload.
That's right.
Always seem to reload. Yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
All right.
Which team is more likely to implode? Boston or Pittsburgh?
Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
Who fires their coach first?
Boston.
I
think Jim Montgomery is done by the end of the night. By the end of this recording, he will probably be like
especially after that shit show in Columbus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the Blue Jackets
on your home building too.
Yeah,
you're getting thrown. You're all getting thrown to the harbor for that. You
tried,
Jimmo.
You tried.
Sorry.
Was that Irish accent you tried?
I think you
tried a Southie accent.
Bitch, are you for real?
Sorry, Dolomite. Didn't mean to disappoint you.
Lad, what you doing? You had to fucking impersonate the Irishman, lad. What are you fucking doing, laddie?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, all right. Let me tell you something, laddie.
All right, so we've gone around the horn with our teams. Let's go to some evergreen content here. With the best, worst NHL uniforms, or just the worst NHL uniforms.
I have one.
You have one. Okay. Just one?
Two.
3?
The Islanders.
Can you give me 3?
Yeah, I can give you 3.
Is
this your card?
No.
Do you remember the Islanders black jerseys with the big Islander wording on
when they were in Brooklyn?
No.
Was that when they were in Brooklyn?
When they were on the Coliseum.
Wait, they were still in the Coliseum for that?
Yes. Google them. The Islanders black jerseys during Nassau Coliseum. Hold on.
Oh, I found them. Oh my god.
You found them? Hold on.
Good. I totally forgot about that one.
Hold
on.
The
one with just an NY on the front.
Nope.
The Islanders and the number on the front. Yeah.
Yes, that one. That's what I'm looking at least. It's bad.
No wonder John Tavares left.
No wonder he wanted to leave. Oh.
Yep.
They're terrible. And yes, the Brooklyn jerseys are up there. The Brooklyn jerseys are really bad. And then they had the first reverse retro jerseys that they made.
Which were not a change from the usual uniform?
They were darker shade of blue, and that was it.
Lame.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Off the cliff with thee. You know what I want them to do with those jerseys? Just drive them off a cliff like Thelma and Louise. Is that a bad reference?
No, I got it.
No, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Wow, really? Okay, I'm proud of myself then. Just drive.
That's better than I thought.
Just drive.
I love you.
Wow, this actually worked out.
Yeah. If somebody just added O'Doyle rules to that clip, that would be hysterical. But yeah, so that was one.
Inconceivable. That was three. That was
That was
three.
three? Wait, those
Those three,
just those
yeah.
three.
Just those three. Yeah, that's what we're talking like just a franchise or
Oh, I thought we were going. Okay, so we're going franchise. Okay.
I thought we were going
franchise.
league.
All right, or league. We can go league.
We did one
Okay, so
franchise, one league.
one from your franchise and one from the league. How about that?
Oh, those orange and black jerseys the Islanders had were terrible. The first one I mentioned. Tampa had really bad jerseys at one point. That were just disgusting.
Which ones?
Oh, geez. I was 2008?
Was it the one with the word bolts across it going
No,
diagonal
those are
with the
cool.
Rangers?
I like those. I like those. I think it was during the expansion years back in the 90s when they had a Russian owner when they were really bad. Oh man.
I'm looking right now.
I think the Kings banana jerseys are bad. I
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't like the Kings banana jersey. The bruised banana, where it's like yellow and purple. Those.
This one at the bottom here?
Yeah, that one on the bottom. It looks so bad.
It's terrible.
It looks like a kid drew it.
It
And
probably
threw up all over
does,
it.
yeah.
Probably because a kid did draw and throw up all over it.
Probably.
It was the winner of Creative Jersey contest.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
That's why you said that for the minor leagues, kids. I mean, those are like practice.
And keep Wander Franco away from there.
Those would be the uniforms you would wear during shootout.
Brian got it.
Your shoot around.
I got it.
Brian got it.
What was he say?
Keep Wander Franco away from there.
Oh God.
We found you got arrested for gun charges? How stupid is this guy?
I broke Ryan.
Staniel's gone.
I did not expect that.
I got him back.
Well done. Very well done.
All right, Brian. For you, worst Rangers jersey, worst NHL jersey.
All right. Well, the worst Rangers jersey has got to be the one from the 70s when it was like a dark blue, like on the front, and just the Rangers logo in the middle. It's like
the one, like on your hat.
Yeah, it's got that on it. I love it when the Rangers just have it just written out Rangers. I just think that just looks better, especially when they're the blue shirts. You kind of need to draw attention to that. And then for worst logos in history, the Canadians back in 2009 had a 1912, 1913 throwback when it was just like blue, white, red stripes all the way down. And I don't know what it is about, like, I get historic franchises. They want to celebrate history because, like, you know, like we saw with the Giants this year, they had those horrific red jerseys. Bringing back jerseys from like 1920 and before doesn't work. It just doesn't.
The Winter Classic ones?
Is it? Hang on. Is this one you're referring to? It looks like they're in jail.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
those?
Yeah.
Those are for the 100th year. This one with the C on
You
it.
look like a candy cane.
Great. But this one looks like they're in jail.
The C one, the blue C is cool.
This
that
one's
looks like
tight.
You're like
This
in,
one's
jail in
tight.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, this one's tight. This one's tight. This one sucks.
It
Like
looks like a gnome.
It's the Bumblebee jersey like
No.
the Pittsburgh Steelers had.
No, it looks like a garden gnome.
And plus, you have the maple leaf on the front of the jersey. They're like,
That's gonna
I'm really
confuse
gonna
some
think it's the
people.
Maple Leafs, not the Canadians.
Yeah, it's not great. Not a great look.
No.
Not a great look. Like I said, some of their jerseys from the 100th anniversary were really nice. This one was nice. This one was definitely nice. This one was the best one of the bunch.
Yeah.
I like the baby blue ones. Those are cool.
Yeah, that's a nice
They
one
went
too.
the baby blue ones. They could bring back.
Oh, this one down
Yes,
here?
That one. Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be
that
cool, too.
I think that was one of the reverse retros from a couple of years ago. If I'm not mistaken.
Who had a really bad one? The
Reverse
Toronto
retro?
the Toronto St. Patrick's
That's a cool one. I like
That's
that
cool.
one.
That was
That's cool.
kind of
I like
cool,
that
but
one. I like that one.
I have a bias
Yeah,
against
that was
Toronto,
so
fuck
the
Toronto.
baby blue one with the Canadians CH. That was the reverse retro from 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was a good one too. All right, my opinion: the worst New Jersey Devils jerseys were the last edition of the reverse retros, where they used the Colorado Rockies colors. I did not like those.
Oh, the Christmas tree one?
No, the OG red and green Christmas ones, those are great.
Those are
Those
cool,
are
yeah.
those are cool.
But
I'm talking about I'm talking about the one from a
back
couple
from
years
the
ago.
70s, yes.
Yeah,
I know
when they
you're
were
talking about. Yeah.
I'm sorry, not the Rockies, the Kansas City Scouts. I mean,
Oh, wow. Go way back.
yeah, this was the one.
Do you remember the California Golden Seals?
Yep,
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
that's the one. I'm looking at.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
No, I don't like those.
It looks like a stop sign.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much.
It does.
Who's gonna buy that jersey for $350?
Not me.
What psychopath, and I mean this carefully, what psychopath is gonna buy that jersey that makes you look like a stop sign and a kid?
It's authentic. It's not replica.
It makes you feel a little bit better, but
Who pays $300?
Yeah,
Okay,
$300 for
fine.
that?
You know what? You know what? I don't kick shame here. You do you.
You do you, but like you might want to call somebody if you buy that jersey. It's okay not to be okay.
Bring lotion.
Yeah, bring.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Please, mister, let me out! Put the lotion in the f***ing basket!
As for the best worst NHL jersey, gosh,
Did Detroit have a bad one?
I don't think Detroit has ever had a bad one.
No.
I don't think so.
Chicago had one.
The
recently.
Blackhawks are always good ones.
Mm-hmm.
They always
I
have
don't-
good ones.
Ah.
I'm not going to throw shade on any of your teams.
No, please do. Please do. I love it.
Nah, no. I love the Gordon's Fisherman. Like back in the day, I hated it, but like when it came back around, I'm like, it's underrated. Gotta bring it out. Gotta bring it back out.
What do you think of the Ovechkin rookie year Capitals jerseys?
Oh, the Capitals building? The Capitol building?
Gaudy.
The Screaming Eagle.
Those
Oh,
are gaudy as hell.
yeah.
Those
That was a
were-
bad one.
The Burger King jersey was an all-time bad classic from the mid 90s. The ones that are dangerously ugly, I think the ones that you're gonna be surprised when I come up with this one. Remember the Nashville alternative jerseys with like the saber-toothed tiger
Facing the other way?
facing the other way?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And the eyes just like bulged
Not
out,
great.
it looked like.
not great. I mean, I love me some Nashville Predators because like I've been to Nashville. I wanted to go to a game back in the day, but I love the fact that they've full on embraced the culture of hockey in that city.
Oh, I got one.
Oh boy,
I got one. Do you remember the Oilers gear logo?
Yes, the gear.
and they brought it back for the reverse retro.
It was. Oh, I hated it so much.
But that one, yeah, when they changed the logo to like the oil drop inside of a gear, and the alternative logo was a guy doing the what's it called, the wildcatting. Yeah, that one. I will say one of my favorite jerseys from back in the day, the Vancouver Canucks skate.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love that jersey.
Skating Canuck, I like him.
Yes.
Pittsburgh, before their current jerseys, Pittsburgh had like a creamsicle, like a beige jersey. That I always thought those jerseys were disgusting.
Like the baby blue ones they used to
Yeah,
have?
I think the baby blue ones. I like those. I like the baby blue ones.
No, not the baby blue. It was like a beige color. It was before their black and gold ones. They had a beige colored jersey. It was disgusting. It was like black and beige.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
it's
it.
like 2000. Go back to 2009.
2009.
Yeah, that's the closest I can get. You know what I mean?
Close, I could probably find it. Let me show you. Hang on.
Yeah, it's like their away jerseys.
So this is their history.
Yeah, not those.
That was the OG. Then they moved
Those
over
are
to
cool.
this one.
Those are cool.
Then this one.
I like
Pretty much modern day.
That one's a good one. I have the black.
Cool.
I have the black version of this one.
Those are nice.
Oh, that's cool. I like that logo.
Yeah, that one. Then I go
2002. Go up a little more. 2007 to 8. Yeah, 7 to 8. 7 and 8. Yeah, those. Those are
okay.
gross. Those are gross.
Okay.
I don't.
I got what I
don't love them, but like I could deal with them. I don't mind.
It looks like you're an actual penguin. Like, come on. Like the black and gold one is cool because that's Pittsburgh.
Black and gold one's cool.
This is a good one. I like this one too.
Yeah, I like that one.
Like you can get behind
Stadium
that one because that's
series.
Pittsburgh.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
The reverse retros, that third jersey is cool. The 21-22 third jersey, I like that one.
Yep.
I like that.
There's a 2023 retro jersey, which is
beautiful.
That's tight.
I love how they brought that logo back for it. That was
great. Cool. That brought back some good memories of the 90s Penguins teams.
It sure did. The ones that haunted me initially, and then your Islanders broke them in '93.
I had urinating tree on BS sessions.
Oh, really?
Wow.
On the very early editions of BS session, one of the first few BS sessions I ever did, he was on, and I mentioned one of the first things I said was, by the way, David Volek says hi, and he's like, "Fuck you."
Oh boy!
But it was a good conversation with him. He is actually really chill in real life. He really is.
I could see that.
Yeah, he's
watching like a few of his live streams and stuff. He seems like just a chill guy.
He's back then he wasn't like as big as he is now, so he was still getting like used to it, and he was a little awkward, but it was a cool conversation to have.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap things up here for this edition of the Three Rails Metro Hockey Podcast. But before we do, we're gonna give a chance to the guys to promote their stuff. So go ahead, Brian. Where can the people find you?
All right, find me on Twitter at BrianPG1016. You can find most of my stuff through there. On YouTube, we have the other podcast I do, the Third and 10 podcast with my co-host Nate, talking mostly Giants football, but just football in general. Big show tomorrow, talk about Tommy Cutlets. And then, of course, you can find all my writings on bellyupsports.com.
All right, Mr. Smooth.
You can find me at Staniel Smooth on Twitter and Instagram, at Time to BS Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Also, Staniel Smooth on TikTok. Time to BS Podcast on YouTube. Go find our show, Time to BS with Staniel Smooth and the Staniel Smooth Show, along with BS Sessions as well. New episodes of BS Sessions are coming soon. And we're also brought to you by Lotion.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Please, mister, let me out! Put the lotion in the f***ing basket!
Yes.
And as for this show, you can find us on Facebook.com/NoCredsREQ, Twitter, Instagram, and scarcely use TikTok at NoCredsREQ, YouTube.com/@NoCredsREQ. On the podcast side, subscribe to the podcast wherever you prefer, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Amazon Music, iHeart, TuneIn, Pandora, and get yourself some notifications. Hit that notification bell on Twitter and on YouTube. That way you know when this podcast goes up and when the live show, the OG live show on Tuesdays and Saturdays goes up. And again, Thursday morning on, not this Thursday morning, but Thanksgiving morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, we'll have our annual Thanksgiving Day special. Also, rate, review, leave a comment. They always help our show, always help the algorithm. Also, give these guys some love on their podcasts and their shows. But in the meantime, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for joining us on the Three Rails Metro Hockey Podcast, a No Credentials Required podcast. We are a part of the Belly Up Sports Media Network. For Brian, for Staniel San, I'm Ryan McCarthy. Keep your head up, watch for loose pucks, and mind the gap. We'll talk to you next time.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Gladiator 2 is now streaming on Paramount Plus. Rated R. Years after the death of Maximus, Lucius is forced into the Colosseum after his home is conquered by tyrannical twin Roman emperors. With the future of the empire at stake, he must find strength and honor to return the glory of Rome to its people. Gladiator 2, now streaming on ParamountPlus.com.